We got the block in place. We got them lying down both sides. The green flags are up all the way around.
Let's get ready for the countdown. Yeah, buddy. Hey, you know, when I first met Frankie, like to work with him, Frankie guy back in the Bob Croucher Memorial days.
Okay, back way when?
He and I co-announced the show.
Oh, yeah?
Right there at the Fayette County Fair.
I'll be darned.
And
I'll
it was
ask him about that.
It was pretty wild. It was a good time. But, you know, I think I'd love to stand by your side on the mic sometime and kind of just double tag team somebody up here, you know?
Okay. Billy, you're going to have to do something with Steve.
Hey, it's early for me. It's not after 10 p.m. yet. Oh, big wall shot right there. Other pace in this compact class. Red flag for the bumper. Ooh, boy.
You sure these are youth drivers?
Here's a replay.
I don't like to see that. It's like she was hurt. Don't look too hurt, but she's definitely holding up under her armpit.
Yeah.
That reminds me of running 9-wire from the top corner of my seat up to the pillar and hanging onto that. Man, I'd have bruises up under my armpit.
Yeah, that will get you every time. Flags are getting switched out here. They're getting prepared to go back to green. Flags up on the far side. Here we go. Oh, I saw that driver's door coming from a crack away. My goodness. No. You got me. You caught me. Looks like the 09's coming out of that car. They're going to bring in the safety crews.
Calling for the professionals, get the right people involved.
Yep. And notice they did that before they took the helmet off because they want to make sure everything's stable there.
Yeah, safety first. That is a precaution that they do take.
We got one through the wall over there. Didn't even notice.
Pork Chop did.
Yeah.
I don't think that's him over there. I seen him on the sideline. That might be Tincher down there, or Kevin Evans, or Moose.
I saw earlier this month and before that, you know, Smasha had reached out on social media and said, "Hey, we're looking for skid steer operators, and you know, you want to come and work? We'll hire you." And they got a good crew. I mean, they done a real good job of clearing the track in a timely manner this weekend.
I'll tell you, a lot of people, it's got that equipment. It's just sitting there in the garage, and you know, they're going to get into a pretty expensive weekend for next to nothing. Front row of the Derby, sitting there in their air-conditioned cab, probably. I mean, it probably ain't a bad gig for them.
Yeah.
P.J. Johnston sitting there, Steven Sickles sitting there, Melanie Reed, Eddie.
You're so good at just picking out faces and knowing who's right there. I'm still looking and I don't see Steve.
He's sitting there with his head down on his phone, probably.
There he is.
Doing something on his phone.
I just see a sea of faces and they all kind of blend together.
Yeah. Michelle says that there'll be somebody I ain't seen in 30 years, and I'll roll right up to them, ready to shake their hand. And I don't know who you are. I don't forget a face.
You know, it's funny. I remember faces, but I don't have a great recall of the name with the face a lot of times.
Yeah, you talked about that yesterday. It is tough.
Sometimes I'll see somebody and I'll be like, "Hey, I recognize them," and I'll try to figure out where I know them from, and I'll realize, oh, I saw them across the intersection at a stoplight from me a week ago. As it's just a stranger I never met, you know?
Yeah, I know that person. We seen them at the store the other day. Mark, you don't know them.
Obviously, it's a serious situation here with the injury issue, and we're just making sure we try to respect the family and everything with not going too close with cameras, just to make sure everybody's respected, but not trying to make light, just trying to keep everything flowing.
Yeah, there's Ricky Harner Sr. standing up out of that car.
Having a smoke break.
I talked to Jeff Sandlin today. I told him that you'd like to talk to him.
Yeah.
John Kale, he's working in the Bowman's Tenderloin stand down here. He's from back home, and he's running in the relic class in Imperial. And Jeff Sandlin was driving his car up there. There's Nathan Burgess smoking him one. Get junket promotions. Jeff was driving up through there, and I come hauling up beside him in my cop car. He's like, "What the heck is this guy doing?" I pulled up and just grinned, but got to chew on his ear a little bit and tell him how sorry I was for the loss of his wife. And he just he was pretty thankful to cross paths. And I said, "Hey, Steve, they got her out?"
She's coming out.
Oh, man. I was going to say her pants is tore, but in today's world, who knows? It might have been like that. But, yeah, I like to hear the crowd. They got her out. Firemen carrying her over there. Boy, I'm always thankful that they're in the house. They never get the credit that they deserve.
That's right.
Man, that broke a little piece of my heart, seeing the look on her face, Billy. I could have done without not seeing that. he was trying to keep it out. But anybody that's got kids, man, that's the last thing you want to see is them in pain. But I'm sure she's gonna be all right. It's a rough heat. Right off the rip, man, they was banging.
Yep.
Casey Smith does a good job of telling those kids just straight up, like, you are in a car, 4,000 to 5,000 pound car moving. Like, this is a real deal. You know, you watch it, you see it. This is real deal. You could really go out there and hurt somebody. You need to pay attention to what you're doing. And I don't know how that happened. I know we did see a bad driver's door, but I don't think it was her because that driver's door don't have a lick on it. But it's untelling what happened. Even parents building those cars, man, just knowing like where you're putting the dash bar and where their knees are going to be at. It's a derby, man. Anything, if it can happen, it will.
That's right.
Shannon Davis, one-shot photography over there in the pink on the far side. She had bruises the size of baseballs on her legs yesterday from that dirt flying over there and rocks and stuff. I mean, like, when I say bruise, I mean broke the skin, like blood bruises.
Wow.
That's another group of guys and gals that never get the full credit they deserve, is those photographers that stand down there in the line of fire. Right in the driver's, I don't know if it was right in the door. It was right there on that seat with the right rear. They're going to check on them. Throw the red flag. You could see the helmet fold over. That was a heck of a shot. When you get hit at that angle like that, your head hits that front pillar.
Yeah.
A few of the times I've had my bell rung, it's from getting hit at that exact angle, and the left side of my forehead, my helmet hitting that pillar. Seeing freaking stars. That's Dante LeBlanc right there, 12 years old, first Derby. And Ricky Harner, the third there. That must have been who they hit. No, I don't know. I don't want to say that because I don't remember that. They are talking to LeBlanc, and he is out of that car. I said, hey, buddy, you ever ran before? No. You excited? Yep. You know where the best seat in the house is? Nope. Right there. Okay, he just smiled.
Real low key.
Daniel said they live in a subdivision, so they can't necessarily drive it around. So he said he's been wearing him out just to drive it somewhere.
Yeah. My understanding of Daniel ran yesterday in Frank the Tank. My understanding is the shell of his car was on his front lawn in the subdivision up on its side so they could get stuff into it. Sure, the neighbors loved that one.
I guarantee it.
too easy over there getting checked on. They took a real hard shot back to back. The person doing the hitting came all the way across the track. And I'm pretty sure they kind of went over the back of that seat a little bit. Let's see if we got a, there we go. Here's a replay of it. Yeah, everybody whiplashed into the back seat on that one.
Well, I was talking about that yesterday, man. That sucks, especially if they didn't know it was coming.
Yep.
There ain't nothing like getting woke up like that. Who in the world was that? Is usually what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Then I want to kill him, but not like kill him like Derby kill him. Friendly fire. I just text Michelle. I said, I miss you guys, and I miss my truck.
That new truck's got you all Twitter pated.
I'm glad I didn't bring it, man. My car, it ain't blue no more. It's brown, and somebody wrote, I love you on the window.
Oh, no. Well, at least it was on the window and not in the paint.
No, somebody drew something else that was way worse on the paint.
Oh. Too easy, climbed out.
Slade Shipley on the sidelines over there, down there with the white hat, just eating it up.
Good job right there.
Yep, Ricky Harner the third. He was scooting across there for somebody. He'd been boot scooting around the whole time. That runs in his bloodline.
So many drivers would have finished that shot before they stopped.
Adults.
He jumped right on that brake pedal.
Actually, is that Ricky or is that I think that's Blaze Harner. I keep calling him Ricky. It's Ricky Jr. I call them all Ricky.
Helmet came off. It's Ricky. Ricky Harner III.
Maybe he's out there and maybe... They've definitely got Blaze on there. JD's walking like he's having problems with that right knee. He's got a brace on.
Yeah. He's been working hard this weekend and putting a lot of miles on those shoes. And it's not just like walking on the grass when you're out here stomping through the derby track. Uneven surfaces.
No, standing on that wall, that'll wear any man or woman out. Because you said it best, usually there's a pile of dirt there and you're up and down, and it's everything you can do not to roll an ankle. We got anybody in that chat today, Steve?
You know, I haven't really put it out there, so I haven't checked much. Let me go through and check. Dale Savory from Ontario, Canada. Team Logan tuned in again.
Whoa, there goes the bumper right off the front of that car. The red flags are flying.
Wow.
America. Skylar Tuffin just got the bumper ripped right off the front of that car.
Stephanie Mertz-Miller back again, rooting on Richie Elson Jr., Chase Kurtzinger, Curtis Warren Jr., and all the other Kentucky boys.
Oh, Kentucky.
Got to get you out for karaoke some night.
I have.
Yeah?
Me, Sean McCollum, and Toby Hiley. We was in Franklin, Kentucky after we got thrown out of a derby. We were working. The bar was closed, and we were working, and she was feeding us, and we were doing karaoke. The Soggy Bottom Boys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a man of constant sorrow. That was my first and last time. Except for the neighbors at home. We've done it at home a little bit. By the way, there's another bumper right there. By the way, I did not get any hate mail about suggesting that promoters slashed a tire every time a bumper fell off. So
that sounds like it's a positive.
If we see it, you know, you heard it here first. Accountability
right
at its finest. We don't do eye for an eye. We go for a main artery.
That white 1221, that's Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor's his first name, I believe. and he's one of the Canadian drivers.
.225.5 down there, looking slick.
Taylor's the last name, sorry.
Ed Woodward made a fair point on the smaller callers. The red flags are flying. The strike zone is not real big on these cars, so
right.
The driver's doors seem like they do happen a little more. And he said he would have liked to have been in Franklin, Kentucky that night to hear some Soggy Bottom Boys. Ask Sean McCollum. He said that's the first corn version he's ever heard of Soggy Bottom Boys.
I would have liked to hear that.
Well, we could probably do a replay, but we did not get an invite back to Franklin, Kentucky.
Randy Boaz tuning in, cheering on Junebug Inc. coming up later on tonight.
Yeah, they was down there throwing sparks when I was on my way up here. Everybody is. It's going to be a solid feature.
.914 right here. Tuffin. The Crazy 8 crew on the hood. That's the Canadian team.
Oh, yeah?
They're a bunch of figure 8 guys and girls and stuff. I went up to Ontario last year to,
working with
Billy
Ronnie.
Bash. Ron McClung and I am Demolition. And Crazy 8 crew sponsored some swag. They had little keychains and stuff that went out to everybody.
Sweet.
It was nice.
Yeah, I saw Ronnie when the crowd was scrolling around, when the cameraman was scrolling around. He's up there in the crowd, but I have not crossed paths with him this weekend.
Yeah, he's here with his son Brian. Brian's girlfriend Kayla. They're doing the derby life thing, you know, being here at the Bash for Cash.
I thought you were going to give a shout out to Lexi when you said the Derby Life thing.
Lexi Droz, Demolition Derby Life magazine.
I don't know if she's here. I've not even been over to Vendor Alley. Not
I
one
haven't
time
seen
this
him.
weekend.
Haven't seen him. Another red.
I have not even stepped on that side of the earth. Not even seen who's here. I know by who I saw traveling here, but as far as I have not even seen that side of the behind those grandstands.
Some more drivers climbing out during this red.
and that is where that homemade ice cream's at. So I'm either going to keep talking about it or I'm going to be about it and go do something about it.
We could probably get you a delivery.
Oh, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. I'm used to just talking about it and then somebody showing up with it, but nobody can hear me out there.
We're back to green.
You know, it is going to take, hypothetically speaking, and it doesn't have to be me, if one of us was going to have some ice cream, it's going to take a while to clean this track off.
That's true.
Man, that was a healthy shot, wasn't it? You see, he got up in there on that ICP car, pulled that bumper up good. Loretto. Look at that beautiful ride. I've had my eye on that 225.5 RJ Martin. I don't know where I have crossed paths with RJ. They're from Lexington, Kentucky. I've only worked down there with Sean like one time. I don't know where I've seen that driver, but if for no other reason it's a non-painter with spray paint numbers, I'm liking that car.
I've had a few rides that didn't have time to paint that literally just had duct tape numbers on the doors.
Yeah. Well, it was never a time issue with me. I just didn't like it. I might have a fender or something painted. I paint for about 5 minutes and this is dumb. Just stop painting. All the cars that I've had that's been painted, somebody else painted.
Yep. Oh.
The way I always looked at it, if I was painting, I could have been doing something else that would have kept the wheels rolling. That paint don't mean crap.
That's right.
Now, as an announcer, I know that it does mean crap to the fans, and they like to see the nice-looking cars. But as a selfish old driver, it never meant much to me. Is that just a tire, or is that a whole wheel?
I think it's just a tire.
Does it look like I give a what? I don't know who was in that Dillgas car.
That's the R3.5 of Elson Jr. I'll have to find my list again. Yep, Elson Jr. Starting to dwindle down now. Martin running a smart race here.
I just figured it out. This is youth. And that is, I think I crossed paths with R.J. Martin, so it's probably going to be his dad or I mean, I don't know. But I remember the R.J. Martin from Freedom Hall.
Oh, yeah. Four and a half down on this end and 3 or 4 on the other end.
Been a pretty good heat so far. They've definitely got through and got the cars out. I'd say it definitely will start slowing down even more, but so far it's not been a bad heat.
Nope. Justin Nelson tuning in online. Appreciate the kind words. Thanks. Thank you, Justin. Kyle Fields. He's got some kind words for you, Mark. He says, Mark Elliott, best announcer / co-host out there. Great job this weekend, Mark. And he's ready to watch the Pebble Boys bring it all home.
That's right. What's up, Kyle Field? You ought to be here, man. Where are you at? I appreciate that, but I don't never go to be the best. I just go to be my best, to be the best that I can be. So I appreciate that, and I know Steve and I appreciate all the great things everybody said all weekend long.
Everybody's sort of maneuvered their way down to the left-hand side of the track here, coming together as one bigger group. Geyer Wagon still hanging in there. $225.5, R3.5. 18. Uh-oh. 225.5. Got a broken strut, it looks like, on the driver's side. Still wheeling okay, but it's sitting real low. Trying to lose that front wheel. He's going to lose it on that turn if he keeps it up. Pull the axle out. Pace has slowed considerably.
Parker McAfee at number 18. 1X of Adams, the Geyer. Rolling in the Iron City machine, the 850. I believe that's 657X.
8.
No, it is 8. He's got
Golden.
It. Yep, 8 golden. R.J. Martin on the move. Aiden didn't like that. He must
What's
be
going
running
on
with
with
that car.
Look at the passenger in the 225.
I seen him.
He had his knees up to his chest there for a second.
Right, he was messing around like on the floorboard too. I don't know what he was doing. Something's probably moving around in there. Looked like that left side dropped down too. Like I don't know much about those cars, but it's like a coil spring or a strut or something.
It's a strut. It's broke. Mess around and go too fast around a corner, and you're going to lose that tire, break the axle.
It's like Smith, that 24X lost the left rear, or maybe it lost it a while ago. I don't know.
No, it just came off. It's right there. Rick Dodd down there on the sidelines. All the red lights you see around the track are his. He provides them for a lot of shows. Shout out to Rick.
Did you say Rick James or Rick Dodd?
Dodd.
Okay, gotcha.
Wow, that's a big shot. Might have seen a tank move in the car that he hit. That's the 24.
The whole crew's out on the track checking out that Smith 24X.
I definitely saw something kind of flop around in there when that hit was made. I thought it was the tank maybe moving, but looks like it might have been the driver or the passenger.
I don't know. That tank looks like it's in there pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's good. It's good. They're going to be all done. Oh.
Got them boots. Had a little boo-boo on his knee, didn't he?
Sure did.
I can promise you that hurt because I don't even have to have a mark, and I'm usually hollering about it right there on the kneecap.
Here we go.
The axle busted on that car, Steve?
Might have pulled it out.
Well, you called it. There's a lot of pressure once that strut give out on that side. Geyer's got himself hung up on the front of his car, and he don't have enough power to pull himself off.
He's got... I thought he had a flat, but he was in a hole. That helped him. Oh, he got it going. It might just be that it had so much weight on that wheel well, pushing down, locking the tire up.
That was Coffee in the DRD. I was like, who just made that big time hit? And Coffee just got hit under the red flag, but taking after Samuel out there, come flying down there and smoked that car.
Timed him out, 225. Uh-oh.
BJ Stidham standing in line right now getting me and Billy some ice cream.
Nice.
BJ delivered. Of all the people, Big Bad BJ going to hook it up. I think they're going to... Okay. They didn't want that number 18 to be hung up. You know, if they're going to break R.J. Martin's stick and then he's hung on that car.
Gotcha.
Since he was already timed out, that was fair.
Yeah, smart.
Gary Zorn's out there on the track still. He's back today. He wasn't here yesterday. He was at the George Strait Chris Stapleton concert there at the Ohio State Buckeye Stadium.
I bet that'd be a great concert.
He said George Strait was the headline, but he said Chris Stapleton was absolutely the show.
You listen to much Stapleton?
Just what's on the radio. I listen to the radio and then I listen to my playlist or whatever for derbies.
Yeah. I like that one song, I'm a Traveler.
Oh, yeah.
I know you can feel that one.
Yep. Anything he does, man, he's a good musician.
We're on the road a lot, you know.
On the road again.
And George Strait is a legend.
Cowboy, yes, sir. Pure straight. Sing a song about the heartland. The only place I know.
Looks like about 7 still rolling.
Boom, daddy, my pockets is getting fatter. There's Geyer. Geyer and Coffee hooking up on the hometown. Coffee's out there by itself.
Golden took that wheel shot, stalled. 1X to Adams. Warren Jr. in the 49. Great wheel shot.
Yep, Coffey's on the move. Curtis Warren Jr., 49 at the other end, getting it on.
He likes how that felt so much, he's going to do it again. Oh, just missed.
He did a good job of whipping her through there and not running right into that dead car, though. He was looking for that right front wheel. Yeah, I think it was just here last year. I don't know. They blend together. Samuel Coffey was one of them that he was either one of our Mad Dogs or definitely one that I remember. That whole family, man, they're Derby. They were out at Stoneboro a few weeks ago.
Fans that may be watching at home and not familiar, Stoneboro is in Pennsylvania. It's a hardcore Derby Promotions event. You can check them out online. They got a great Facebook page.
Yeah, Mark Saylor and that Fairboard, they're definitely Demolition Derby through and through. And they got the biggest baked potato you can buy, and they've got the thickest piece of pepperoni pizza you can buy. That's a life hack right there. Cowgirl Concessions and Campy's Pizza out in New York.
Coffee in the DRD is stalled.
I've been trying to hide talking about food all weekend with you, Steve, because I think about it quite a bit, but I can't fight this feeling anymore.
Got about 5 left here.
This is what I'm talking about. Right now, the fans are like, come on, make them hit, make them hit. These kids right now, they are, I can promise you those brains are working a mile a minute.
Adrenaline is flowing, the synapses are firing.
I may have to look that up.
Everywhere.
Synapses.
Yeah.
I may have to Google that. Mitch Adams in that 1X, R3.5, Richie Elson Jr., Henry County, Kentucky. Is that Caden Moore in the 57?
Yeah.
Russell Springs, Kentucky. What happened to Mr. Coffey?
Stalled.
Yep, sitting there on the crank. The flag down?
Yeah.
Are we down to 3, Steve?
5. We got 2 on the left side. Got Geyer. I can't see the number on the other one.
Okay, Geyer's in that Iron City
wagon.
Yep.
That's the 18. McAfee.
Okay, Parker McAfee, Cadiz, Ohio. And we'll have to figure out if that's the 07, if that's Holly Geyer, or if that's Lil 7, Tanner Geyer.
Losing the transmission, I think, on that wagon. Oh, goodness. Mark Elliott's happier than I've ever seen him.
What just happened? I blacked out. Billy, I got you, homie. BJ, you are the man. You are our hero.
Geyer up in smoke here in front of everybody. Burned it up.
All right, I got to focus here. I got that tractor ice cream taste in my mouth. Shout out to Allery's.
Adams, McAfee. Elson Jr.
Yeah, Caden Moore in that 57 there.
Yep. Red flag. Maybe they're going to have a little word with these drivers. 2 on one side, 2 on the other. I definitely heard some official just say, last warning and you're done. I don't care. Don't know who they said it to. Don't know where it came from, but I heard it through the track mic.
I don't care.
Yep.
Tim's out there now. It's time to go, boys.
Back at it. Still got 4, need to get down to 1. Pace has been pushed a little bit here. They're starting to be a bit more aggressive. One thing starting to see with some of these, oh, look at that front tire on the 18. Passenger side's laid way over. These younger, a little bit more inexperienced drivers, when they were told to turn it up, they have, but they're starting to take and give some more undesirable shots just to make the contact. Still got 2 packs of 2. Things have gone a little quiet here. The aggressiveness slowly wore off. They might be pushing their luck a little bit.
Holy brain freeze.
I was just going to say, you must have frozen it with how fast you were eating that right there.
I eat like a horse, man. Like a dog. I hope everybody's enjoying this chaos. This is me every day.
I mean, I knew I liked Michelle, but I didn't realize that she was a legitimate saint.
Oh, yeah, I married up. Yep, I'd be in a ditch. Her co-worker, one of her co-workers working at the Tenderloin stand down there, and I said, how much is a refill? She said $3. I was like, well, why didn't you tell me to save my cup yesterday? She's like, well, I didn't know I had to tell you. Michelle did not inform me that I had to tell you. I was like, well, she is my other half, and she would have told me to save my cup, but she's not here, so I would have appreciated it if you would have told me. She got a kick out of it. Shout out to Bob Bowman's Tenderloins.
They're so good.
Oh, yeah.
More driver's front's gone flat. It's going to start to be an issue. They try to keep the rubber on that rim. If it spins off, they'll definitely have a traction problem. Elson Jr. got the bumper over. The bumper on the 18, lifted those front wheels in the air just a little bit. Got clear. Might be it for McAfee. Elson's hooked in there good. Can't back up. Trying everything. Look at him shaking in the seat.
Yeah, notice he can get no help from Adams or Moore. Cade Moore in that 57 want to take a shot there out of Russell Springs, Kentucky. The 1X Mitch Adams, Suffield, Ohio, and they're free. They've got to make contact. There it is. The Malachi Crunch.
Moore on the clock. Adams, oh, that was a big shot. Took it. Look at that strut. Took it right down. Moore being hindered by that flat tire. Needs to make some contact as the time clicks down for them. Here he comes. Made it. Adams running a welded transmission in this thing. McAfee in the 18 may be all out of transmission.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Adams working that wheel, trying to get that stuck. Oh, man.
Elson.
Last hit, R3.5. Henry County, Kentucky, Mr. Richie Elson Jr. Mutual contact, maybe. Depends on how you look at it. If I had to call it, I'd still go with Elson on that contact.
I think Moore is a victim of his own flat tire.
Man, if I'm Elson, I'm not going to trust that they're going to give me that contact.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. Man, don't take any chances. Go ahead and get another one in there. Now go to the other end. R3.5 may have her all locked up for Henry County, Kentucky. The fans say he does. Richie Elson Jr., the R3.5, going to get it done in the youth full size. And here comes the fleet. Here comes the happening. Look at that. Yeah. They love it. I love it.
So excited.